Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Manny and Shawn Experience Show. This is episode number 105, and we are back for 2026. We have now survived 2 episodes.
One episode.
You're right. We're recording the second one. How are you doing, Shawn?
Struggling.
Struggling. The struggle is real at the beginning of 2026.
Listen, we are doing our best to put out a quality product. And with
quality, honey,
we have made changes, as you can see. But
I'm still here. I'm not the change. If you're watching it on video, he pointed at me.
I didn't point at you. I was pointing at the background.
You pointed at me. It's changing me.
Anyway, with these changes comes pains.
Growing
pains. And things that we have to get used to doing and trying different setups and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And so, yeah, it's been a struggle today. But we're here. We're going to record. We're going to give you a lovely break. How are you doing?
How am I doing? What's my name?
Manny. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. 2026 hasn't really been the kickoff year that I was hoping for it to be, but we are here and taking life lessons to move on.
Oh, wow. That wasn't cryptic at all. Yeah, we're here.
I mean no tea about that. Just
there is no tea.
You learn from, life is a book of lessons.
Life is a box of chocolates.
It is not a fucking box of chocolates. Life is a book of lessons. Everything that happens to you is a lesson, and you learn and you grow and you move on. Life was never meant to be easy. The only time life was maybe easy was when you were like between the ages of 1 and 5.
But even for some people, it ain't easy.
True. So from the moment you arrive on this planet, life is just lesson after lesson after lesson. And then you have to choose what you decide to do with those lessons.
All right. Now that we've gotten that out the way,
can I get an amen, please?
Thank you tuning in for our rants and rambles and sermons.
That might be the name of this episode. Rants and Rambles.
The beginning of this year. Anyway, welcome back. Last time we talked about our musical journey of 2025. This time we're just going to
where we at, where we been,
where we at, where we've been, what we've been doing.
I think we've been gone with 3 months, 4 months.
I don't know.
We've been gone since
time is a flat circle.
Oh wow, our last we put an episode out last week, but September of 2025. Yes,
was in September.
Yeah.
Yes. So, we went on a cruise.
I'll tell you what we didn't do.
Okay.
We did not win the lotto.
Obviously, or we wouldn't be here. Maybe we still would be here, but
I'd still be doing the show, but I would probably hire a whole crew, like a production team. So I just show up.
You want to be picked up by a studio.
I just show up. I sit my ass down. There's already waters waiting for me. Some with cucumbers and lemons or something.
There are places that do that. Like, you come in for your podcast. They have everything set up. You just sit down.
But
I don't know how much.
I have to win the lotto to do that. And
no, I mean regular podcasters do it.
Okay, well. Anyways, so Shawn. So yes, we went from September straight to December because nothing really happened between that time frame. We went to Orlando a lot between like September and December.
More times than I want to discuss. Yeah. But yeah, we did a cruise. We took some flights.
We went to Disney.
So let's talk about what we did. Let's talk about the thing.
Yes. Which one do you want to talk about? You want to talk about Spirit? Oh, we went on first class for the very first time, y'all.
Do we want to start there? Sure, we'll start there. It's fine. I don't care.
This is called, what did you call this?
Rants and Rambles.
Rants and Rambles. So we're ranting and rambling.
Okay, so we booked a Spirit flight.
Wait, no, don't just be like, we booked first class on Spirit. Go ahead.
We booked first class on Spirit. I was trying to get how we got there.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So
bits and bops.
The reason why I asked if we were going to do this in order, because the Spirit flight was literally the third thing we did. But so we booked a cruise. We booked our initial flight on United. It was out of Galveston. We're in Florida. So on the way back, United's flights were very expensive because was it a holiday weekend? What was coming?
It was going into Christmas week.
It was going into Christmas week, right?
Hot tip though: always search your flights one way.
Yeah,
you could save some coins by doing it one way. They catch you with that round trip bullshit.
I mean, look at the round trip and then look at the one way and see if you can possibly get a cheaper flight.
It takes a little bit of work.
Back. It does. But if it can save you like a couple of $100.
I mean, then... we saved enough to go in first class.
Yes. So we were looking
first class
at flights after the cruise. The sky.
Sorry.
And
we're back.
We were looking at Spirit. Now, my relationship with Spirit and Frontier
is shit. Oh, you don't hit my microphone.
I'm sorry. My relationship with Spirit and Frontier are not great.
I hate them. I absolutely.
I hate Frontier more than I do Spirit.
I do too, because Frontier left us.
I will never fly again.
Ever.
I've said that since the time they messed up, and I haven't flown them since.
Now, Frontier, if you want to let us try your first class,
they ain't got no first class.
I guess they ain't gonna call us.
They sure ain't, and I don't care. You looked at their first class, and what did it offer you?
It wasn't good.
Nothing. Thank you. Good. Don't call it first class. Anyway, at least on the Spirit first class, you got a big comfy seat.
Big, luscious.
And it's only 2 seats per row, unlike in economy. In premium, their premium economy is 3 seats. You got free snacks.
All the snacks you want.
Free drinks.
Free drinks.
Including alcohol.
And
free Wi-Fi.
And your own line at the airport.
Yeah, and your own priority line. And you get to board first. And that was the first time that we've done first class on any airline. Shit. And I know y'all was like, Spirit.
I know. Yeah, you're probably like, oh.
Listen, if you taking a Spirit flight, when you first get on, you notice those big comfy chairs right there in the front.
We were those people. And you were walking by towards row 36D. We were up front, yes. Already on our phones, yes. Wi-Fi running, yes. So I felt Puerto Rican.
Because, I mean, a lot of times when I'm getting on a flight, we're always walking past those people.
I'm always like, these motherfuckers up here sitting up.
And that's any flight, not just Spirit.
Yeah, any motherfucker.
Delta, like United, whatever the case may be. Like, you walking past these people that are already sitting down, they already got their headphones out, they already enjoying some food or snacks or something, waiting for you to set your broke ass down. And I'm just like, I want to be those people. And so we were.
So we were those people. And it's called Spirit One.
It's called Spirit One.
We were actually in the new seats for
Spirit One?
Whatever. Spirit first. We weren't. They're actually rolling out new seats, so we were in their older first class seat. Which, if you want it in context, if you've ever been in first class, the original first class seats is what it feels like. Like if you took a regular flight with first class back in the day, it was a nice round, luscious seat. Is what they did. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I felt bougie as fuck, even though I was still on Spirit Airlines. And I'm sure people walking by me is like, they paid all that money to sit up here. And I said,
and I sure did.
And I have never enjoyed my Spirit flight so much in my life.
Listen, the flight from Texas to Florida was only 2 hours.
Yeah, it was, well, coming back. Yeah, whatever, 2 hours.
But
rounded up.
You know, for that amount of time, I was very comfortable. The flight attendants were very nice. They came around with the basket and they were like, would you like something? And we were fishing and like trying to pick.
She's like, you can have more.
And she was like, you can take as much as you want. And we were like, bet.
I really wanted a second drink, but
listen, we got the ultimate margarita. I forgot what it was called, but it's basically margarita in a can, in a box. And it was one of the strongest margaritas I've ever had.
Strong. Like, I also think altitude has something to do with alcohol, if I read that right. But at the end of the day, I really wanted 2 margaritas, but I'm like, I can't because I'm not going to be able to walk.
When you get to Tampa, if you had 2 of those things, like if you had a long flight, you would be twisted by the time you got to where you were
You would
going.
definitely take a good nap.
And yeah, so we only got one. The people that were also sitting in Spirit, whatever first, most of them got soda or water. I think we were the only ones that got alcohol.
We're not alcoholics. I swear.
We're not. But if you're gonna give me free alcohol, one, I had just been on a week-long cruise paying for alcohol every time I went to the fucking bar, and everything was $15 or more. So I was like, if they're gonna give me free alcohol, then I'm willing to take the free alcohol.
Yeah. So I mean, do your Googles and your pricing, but I like for the flights that we were taking back from Galveston, Spirit First was still cheaper. And the great thing about it is it includes your bags, like Shawn said. It includes your snacks. You can come on with the carry-on. You don't have to worry about, is my carry-on overstuffed? Now, I get Spirit is good for like those weekend trips where you're just going to throw a couple of things in your backpack, leave on a Thursday or maybe a Friday and come back on a Sunday or a Monday. I get sitting in the back for that is probably okay.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not.
Yes.
No.
I mean,
I've just reached a point in my life where I just need to be comfortable.
It just depends on where you're going. If you're going somewhere short, like if you're going to Atlanta or something, like
yeah, I guess I could do that.
I could send the back for that.
Or maybe I'll do premium economy or something.
That didn't seem that much better.
That didn't seem much better at all. But anyways, it's a good way to feel like you're a little bougie, a little first class, and you get to enjoy Spirit Airlines.
And again, the flight crew was very nice. The flight attendants were very friendly.
Everyone was nice. The best part for me was boarding first. Like you weren't like sitting in the jet bridge. I recommend it. Book yourself a Spirit first. But I recommend it being a flight that's maybe longer than 2 hours. So you can really enjoy the length of sitting up there. Maybe get you another cocktail. Maybe you switch to soda. I don't know.
Listen, you do you. If the price is right and you're going to be comfortable on your flight.
Especially if you're traveling for a long time and you need bags. I think the economics of it just works out.
Yeah.
Instead of piecemealing everything together with Spirit.
No, that's true. So how was your first time on United? So we took United going to Texas. I've taken United before and I love them.
United was great. We were in economy, but
it was nice though.
It was nice. The seat was decent. I can connect my Bluetooth headsets to the
seat.
To the seat. The seats were comfortable. The flight crew was amazing. I really love United's technology. Like they tell you when your bag's checked in, when your bag's on the plane, where your bag's coming to the belt. Like they really keep you updated. Like if it had stayed in Tampa, it would be like, it's still in Tampa, bitch.
Yeah. They're very communicative about everything.
It was seamless. I mean, I'm sure everybody probably has a horror story for every airline. But this particular day, everything went off without hitch. We left, I think, 20 minutes early.
We did.
And I think we arrived 20 minutes, a little bit more than 20 minutes early because we made up some time in the air. And the Houston airport was where we landed on United was kind of cute. Where we left on Spirit was not cute. They put Spirit in the ghetto. But yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it.
It was nice.
You had told me before you enjoyed your experience with them. And
yeah.
It was good that I finally got to ride them.
I would say United again. They're like I can't be on Delta all the time because Delta is very expensive now.
No, you said that incorrectly.
Okay.
You just can't be on Delta.
I could be on Delta. I just don't want to pay Delta prices.
Right.
So United is like...
United's like Delta-esque, but not there.
Level down.
Right.
That's no shade.
Some people love American Airlines, too.
That's true.
I don't really like them.
Look, you may be a Diamond Diva on Delta or a United Airlines. I don't know what they call it.
Frontier Flyer. No, that's not it.
But, whatever airline you like to fly, like Manny said, just check around. See if you can get a one-way flight here or there to make the trip a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, and keep in mind the bags. Like for us, some people will put both bags under one passenger when they book things, and I'm like, Well, if you buy a base fare without the bags and then you add the bags, split the bags between the two people, because then you get the cheaper rate of the bags for each person. You know what I mean? String bean.
Math.
Yeah. Sometimes in my head, I'm like, did I do this right? But ever since we took that trip to Spain, I'm more cautious now about how we do things because like we took a flight because it was cheaper, but I think we ended up spending more at the end of the day because we took a train down and then we had to park the car and then so now I'm just more hyper aware of like how can I get this the cheapest way possible. I just some of this I got to attribute to my friend Brittany because she knows how to travel on a budget.
Yeah, she does.
Way better than I do. But go out there, try out new airlines. Like everybody always wants to fly the same damn 3 airlines. Like
I understand that if you have points or
that's true.
Loyalty things with certain airlines, and some people, it's just like some people have a preference of a car. Like they're always gonna buy a Toyota or they're always gonna buy a Honda.
But like we took a gamble going to Spain on tap, Portugal, like
a real gamble because we were like, never been on it, never heard of it.
Right.
But it was the cheapest.
It was the cheapest, and we sat in premium economy, and it was an amazing experience.
I would fly tap again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and then we took North Atlantic to London, again, new airline. We tried it out, and it wasn't tap, but we didn't expect tap because we paid considerably less.
Right.
On North. So sometimes trying out new airlines is good. Like you've tried Breeze Airways.
Yeah.
And you enjoyed them.
I enjoy Breeze very much. It's you have to try new things. Otherwise you're always stuck in the same old place.
That's life.
Life is about change.
Absolutely.
And so, get out there and try new things.
Try them. Like
here's a new thing we tried. NCL. Now we are big Virgin. What?
Nothing. Go ahead. NCL. Go ahead.
We are big Virgin Voyages fans.
Ahoy, sailors!
Love them. It's adults only. It's a good vibe. It's a good time. If you want to relax, you can. If you want to party, you can. If you want to do both, you can. It's a vibe. We've been on Royal once. One of their smaller ships.
I mean, I'd be willing to give Royal another chance, maybe on a more modern ship.
Yeah, not too big, because some of them are bigger than the cities.
Yeah,
at this point,
you're right.
We've been on Carnival. We started with Carnival.
We've been on every class of ship on Carnival.
We have.
Right down from the smallest fucking thing they got.
And we were big Carnival heads.
Loyalists. People called us crazy. People said, "Oh, y'all just like the Walmart of the seas."
And that we were fine with it. We made it to platinum status.
Sure did.
We got on them ships. First of all, let me tell you, you don't do those 3-4 day. I'm so sorry. You don't do those 3 or 4 day cruises because those are the party cruises. You gotta do the 7-8 day, 6 day cruises because they cost a little more.
Sorry, I'm opening my water.
They cost a little more. So the clientele is gonna be, just a step up. And there's nothing wrong with the 3 or 4 day cruises if that's what you're here for. If you're here for a good time, not a long time,
just know what you're getting into.
You know what you're getting into.
Now, Carnival, after the pandemic, really cut. Like they cut a lot of shit out.
They did.
And made a lot of things more expensive and
had less people working.
Right. Which then when you went on board, the experience was just not what it used to be.
No.
On those longer cruises, like service really, really lacked. The food got horrendous, at least in the free places. Well, they give you access to one of their fine dining places, which we ended up eating there every night, the Italian restaurant, because that was the only thing that was good.
On the
how
last
did we
cruise
get
we
here?
took on Carnival.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how you got there. But yes, been on a lot of ships. This was our first time on NCL,
which we were excited to try.
Which we had been talking about trying. And
the Norwegian Viva, which is the ship we were on.
Yes, which is technically
it's
one of the newer ships.
Newer. It's a gorgeous ship. The spaces are gorgeous.
The layout is a little weird.
The layout is
some
terrible.
of the decks.
It's terrible in general. I feel like they really invested so much on paid restaurants that it sacrifices some of the fluidity. I don't think that's the word I want. But anyways, the flow.
Fluidity.
Shut up.
It's fluid.
Can you shut up, please?
That is the word.
I don't care. I'm going to say the flow. It impacts the
fluidity.
Shut up. It impacts the flow of the shit.
Okay. It just impacts the flow.
Anyways, I'm always a believer in that everything is about, everything is, people see things differently through a different lens and enjoy things differently through a different lens. And I will say that I did not enjoy Norwegian Cruise Lines. I did not enjoy the entertainment besides like Beetlejuice and Icons. It felt like the ship would shut down like at 11:30, and I'm not a party animal, but like when you're sitting out, you want to vibe with the bar, and it's just like there was one place we were sitting, and the atrium was so bright, and I'm just like, it is 11:30 at night, like you ain't creating like a mood in here to be drinking, and it just, I don't know. And then like by midnight, all the lights came on. I'm like, well, I guess they just telling us to go to bed.
The club is shut down. Please leave. Exit. Go to your stateroom.
I was just like, and there were just little things about it, like their main Lido deck. That's what it's called on Carnival, Windjammer on Royal, the Galley on Virgin. I'm just trying to give you a reference points.
The buffet.
It was the size of maybe a small 2-bedroom house, and they tried to fit like 4,000 people in there. A 2-bedroom house, girl. Yes. You walked up in there and it was pandemonium.
The buffet area is definitely very small. And there is not a lot of seating for the amount of people on the ship. So much so that in the morning, like they send the overflow. There's a paid restaurant next to it, so you can go over there and sit because there's not enough seating in the actual buffet area.
Right.
Yeah, the things that I did like about Norwegian were some of the amenities. They have, what is that one place called? The Observation Lounge.
Yes.
Was beautiful because it was all glass. There were so many places to just sit in these very comfortable chairs or couches or lounges.
It was the forward part of the ship, so you can see.
You just see ocean.
Yeah.
You see ocean. And they had, you could get games there or you could bring your own. I saw plenty of people playing card games. We played card games.
They had a bar.
People reading. There was a bar, which also had like little bites in the afternoon.
The bar didn't, but there was a little bit of a dining place down the ways, but it was certain hours. But I always got me a cookie when I walked by.
That was a highlight. I will say the technology on board was very impressive. The arcade was super cool. Like they had tons of VR things. We did an escape room, which they had multiple escape rooms, which was crazy. And it was very well themed.
Yeah. They invested a lot on that space.
They did. They also have 3 slides.
1 water, 2 dry.
Yes. We did 2 of the dry slides. We didn't do the water slide. They also have a race car track. So they have go-karts. The mini golf.
The mini golf was off the chain, and it wasn't fully working when we went. But like it's very interactive. It's not
your typical mini golf.
Right. So I mean, like again, great spaces. We were the whole cruise. We're trying to figure out like what is the vibe of this cruise, and I don't know. Also, it's our first time for traveling from Galveston, so I don't know if that had something to do with it as well in terms of clientele. because usually we go out of Miami or Fort Lauderdale or Orlando, but we were going out of Texas, so I don't know if that had
Something to do with
something
it.
to do with the vibe.
I don't know. The one thing I will say, like most every place I ate, the food was good.
Yeah,
Especially Indulge. Indulge was a place where you just go, you sit down
it's like the galley on
on
Virgin.
Virgin, except you order from an iPad,
Yeah,
and there's different genres of food. There's Indian food, there's Spanish food, there's other food,
There's food,
and you can order as much as you want. You just put in what you want, hit submit, and then someone brings it to you. And I don't know, it was delicious.
That's nice. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure like there are people that I know people that love
Norwegian.
Norwegian. Like my brother's one of them, and for me, I don't know. For me, I think it was the nickel and diming that really turned me off.
Yeah.
And I know all cruise lines are starting to get to that point, but like it just felt like Norwegian was a little bit of a higher price point in terms of some of the things we were used to paying for, and also when we're used to like no Wi-Fi or free Wi-Fi on Virgin and not having to pay for coffees on Virgin, and like there's just things like maybe it's our status of Virgin that ruins the experience on other cruise lines.
But even if we didn't have our status on Virgin, I think I would still prefer them, because even if I wanted, they didn't give me the Wi-Fi for free. If I wanted to buy the Wi-Fi, it's not that expensive, and it's very capable and fast internet. The coffee thing I could, because I'm not the biggest coffee drinker, but the coffee on Virgin is amazing.
But let me tell you something about the way these motherfuckers do Wi-Fi on Norwegian, and this is gonna be my last thing on Norwegian is. So when you book, they give you all these offers that they say are free, but they're not free. You're actually paying for it. Like we did the dining package. There's $120 for 3 restaurants.
Which I think that was a good deal.
That's a good deal because on board it's like $50 to $60 to pay for one meal
for a restaurant.
So that was a good deal. But like the Wi-Fi, like they gave us 75 minutes, and it was
150 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry, 150. And it was absolute insanity to use them. You had to log in, you had to log out, and when you thought you logged out, it hadn't logged out, so it was still charging you your minutes. Wild.
I feel like that part needs to be fixed somehow. And maybe that's just them trying to get you to just buy the unlimited Wi-Fi.
It could be. Because I like how Carnival has a social package.
Yeah.
Which is just for like your social apps. And that was cost effective. I'm like, that's all I really need on board. I can download my music. I don't need to stream music or YouTube on board.
Right.
You can use social, you can stay in contact with family. You can show off your pictures of like, haha, I'm out here and you're still at work, you know, that kind of stuff. But
yeah, overall, I don't think I would go on Norwegian again.
No, I'd need a reason to go back.
I would need a reason to go back. But that was our travels besides Orlando. We went to Disney over Christmas time because my family was here. And took my nephews to the Magic Kingdom, and that place was insanity.
Let me tell you about what happened at the parade.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we lined up. Well, actually, every parade we lined up had some kind of motherfucking drama.
Every parade. Listen. Well, let's start somewhere else first.
Okay, go ahead.
It's still Disney. Mm-hmm. So me and him went to Disney. It's been a few years ago, and it was just us. We because the parade is at a certain time. You need to get there early so that you can claim a spot. Otherwise, by the time the parade starts, everybody's already lined up, ready to watch. So we were sitting down on Main Street next to a trash can, waiting for the parade. And this woman came. She had a stroller.
A double wide stroller.
And she was like, "Excuse me." And we got up because we thought she was trying to get by.
Right.
So we got up and she just parked her stroller there. And we were looking at each other like, I'm sorry, what is happening? Mm-hmm. And I was really trying to be cool and chill because we're at Disney, you know, happy place, kids around, can't be like cussing somebody the fuck out. You can if you choose to.
But then you get blocked, you know.
But I didn't choose to do it that day. And so she just came in and stuck her stroller there so that she could watch the parade and her kid could watch the parade. And her husband knew what she did. And we looked at him and he had a face of like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like, why did she do that kind of thing? Because he looked like he didn't want no problems.
Mm-hmm.
And she looked like she ready to start problems.
And he saw two people of color and he's like, oh shit.
But they caught me on a good day. But we'll go to Christmas of 2025.
Okay.
Go.
Remember, we said at the top of this podcast that everything in life is a lesson and you learn it and you grow from it. So, daytime parade at the Magic Kingdom. We're lining up early. We got there 30 minutes early. We found a good spot. Shawn's brother has 2 kids. We wanted to make sure they had a good spot to see the parade and trying to make sure everybody was comfortable as best as you can for a parade. So we're just sitting there. The parade's getting closer to start time. Once again, here comes a lady with a double wide stroller. And I guess somebody had already come by from her family.
Yeah, I think that was her mother that came by.
Because she came in and she said, excuse me. I thought it was just one person.
Let me not forget this part.
Ooh.
I was wearing some white high top Adidas and this lady she ran over my shoe with the stroller and she looked at me and she apologized profusely because I don't know if my face gave like what the hell just happened, or she saw this very tall black man and she was like, oh my God. And I ran over his nice white shoes. What am I going to do with my life? But she was very apologetic. I told her it's fine.
Have a blessed
It happens.
day.
Going on about your way. She wasn't trying to get in between me. She wasn't trying to take my spot. It's an accident.
Mm-hmm. Now, here comes, I guess, maybe her daughter with the kids.
I'm saying it's her daughter.
In another double wide stroller. And she just stops there. And there is another family next to us.
Because we getting close to parade.
Right. And she just stops there. And I guess mom had said something in the back. And then here comes Karen, because she's going to get that name. She's like, well, nobody's willing to move for me. And it's like, I'm sorry, where would you like for us to move for you, ma'am? Do you think I sat in this sun for 30 minutes so you can just roll up with your double wide because you want to watch the parade, because you want your kids to watch the parade? I did the responsible thing. I wasted 30 minutes here in line waiting because I wanted to make sure the kids could see the fucking parade. I'm tired of entitled parentals that go to public spaces like this and think that people that don't have kids, because I'm sure she saw us as 2 individuals not associated with the people that were next to us. I'm tired of people thinking that because you have kids that you're entitled to all the spaces in places like Walt Disney World because it's quote unquote made for kids. I'm not a Disney adult by any means, but I was there to enjoy what I got in the park to do. So it is not my job to make sure your child has a better view. It is your job as a parent to get there on time, make the time, and find you a good motherfucking spot.
Again, they tell you the time of the parade, and you see people lining up, you see people on the sidewalks, you see people standing around, but you want a Johnny come lately at 2 minutes before the parade to start and think that you will get a front row seat. You are sadly mistaken. It won't happen to me again.
Mm-mm.
And that is for damn sure. Because we're going to tell you about the second parade, the night parade that happened and what happened there. But we're not finished with this parade yet, because once the parade was...
So Karen, after pouting, ended up having to go across to the other side of the street.
There was plenty of space on the other side.
Well, she didn't want to be in the sun.
That was not my problem. You should have got there early.
And then I could see her over there just talking to her husband.
I didn't even look at her.
And I'm just like, show up early. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what's on any of y'all. But while we were watching this parade, the parade was underway, and towards the middle or end of the parade, there was this family who just started to encroach upon our family.
Right. I started feeling something on my leg. I just thought it was one of the kids.
Right.
One of the kids that was with us. I thought he was just like gracing his arm on my leg. I'm like, whatever. I mean, he's enjoying the parade. But then I feel like somebody's breathing on the right side of my neck. And I turn around and there's a lady there. And then I see below me a child in a yellow dress. And I'm like, what in the hell is happening?
You can't leave no space between you and the next person during the fucking Disney parade, because people will find any little crevice that they can and just inch by inch push their way through, and so that they can see. I am so over that.
I just went on a rant just 2 seconds ago about it. Like, again, I don't give a fuck about your child and them not being able to see. Show up on time. Better yet, Magic Kingdom was like, bitch, we know it's busy. We're going to throw this Christmas parade twice. Show up at 3 p.m. then.
Right.
We saw the 12 p.m.
Don't try to squeeze into people that are already where they were 30 minutes before you got there and thinking that you can get in front of them.
Right.
So let's just go ahead and move on to the night parade.
Okay, so we are scouring the night parade. Again, 30 minutes before parade time. We find a spot. Mm-hmm. We see just very little people. Mm-hmm. There's this whole mob of family in front of us, which I'm like, fuck, they're going to where we're going to sit. But, you know, they just took part of the section. And there was a section that was open. I'm like, oh, perfect. We'll all fit here. So we settle in. We're, you know, holding our spot. We're holding our ground because, you know, we're like, all right, we learned from the last time, but now we have to do some more force fields because the daytime parade really fucked us up too.
It did.
It is probably 9 minutes till the parade. They have already changed the music. It is jingly. It's electrifying. The night parade is coming.
The employee has come over to explain to us, you know, how the rope works that's in front of us, meaning that once the parade is over, do not cross this rope. What you need to do is to wait and then go around. She was very lovely, and, you know, she left. Mm-hmm. So people came afterwards and they were standing behind us, which is fine. You know, they didn't get to hear the spill or the speech that the employee gave us. Fine. The parade, I can hear the music and I can see the float coming.
Yeah, it was like 9 minutes before I said it. It was jingly, it was jammy, it was spectacle and magical.
It was all those things. And here comes a lady with kids.
She's coming, like, the parade's coming in the direction she's walking.
Right.
From. So she knows the parade is coming.
She knows the parade is coming. So my nephews are right in front. The strollers are right there.
I'm right next to them.
Manny is next
You're next to me on the left.
And then my mom and my brother and my sister-in-law
are to the right. You keep hitting my microphone.
I'm sorry. Are to the right. And this lady instructs her children, two young girls, to sit here and sit here.
Wait. She said it in español, okay? Ella dice, mira, cogen, siéntense ahí. And I looked at her and I said, con permiso, excuse me, ahí no se pueden sentar. I said, they can't sit there. And she started to walk away. Y dije, con permiso. And then she instructed her kids to follow them. And then what does she do?
She put them in front of my mom.
Put them at your mama's feet.
And
obviously your mom was respectful. She moved a little bit, but I could tell your mom was like, what the heck? And your brother, I think he was getting a little upset.
Because this is the part that I don't understand or can't stand. Is like, this park is huge, right? This parade has a long route.
Again, the parade comes back around in another hour.
Right. On top of the fact that you know what time the parade starts and you could show up early and get a spot for your children to watch the parade.
Thank you.
What I hate is when people think, oh, there's an adult here. You're very tall. Maybe you'll get out of the way so that my kid can watch. No, I won't be doing that. You know why? Because I pay my money to be here, just like you paid your money to be here. And if I want to enjoy the things that are here, that is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sacrifice me showing up 30 minutes early for your child who you did not show up 30 minutes early for to watch the damn parade.
Amen.
That's not what we're doing. So when she left her kids there and she went about her merry way, what do? We tried to get the attention of the employee. I tried my best to get her attention. Eventually, she came back over and was like,
no, there was a photo pass person walking by.
Yes.
And you're like, excuse me.
And she was like, oh, would you like I'm not talking to you. Can you get her? So she got me. Her name was Mia.
Yes.
She was very nice. We carefully explained to Mia.
Wait, let me do it the way I did.
Okay, go ahead.
I said, hello. And then I was like, hi, Mia. Make sure I looked at her name tag. I said, their children were just dropped off over here.
And the parents were gone.
And she said, oh, yeah, I don't know where they came from. And she went over there and talked to the children.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell Mia was like, this is not the bullshit I want to deal with today.
She's like, the parade is about to start. I had to explain this rope situation. Now I got kids with no parents.
Yes.
Cool.
So
they don't pay me enough for this.
Mia talked to them. And then Mia disappeared. And I'm like, oh, fuck, Mia ain't going to do nothing. But here comes Mia from the back.
Mm-hmm. And she was like, y'all got to come with me.
And she removed the children.
Mm-hmm.
And Mama was apparently in the back of the mob behind us.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't happy.
And I did not give 2 fucks about it.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's people that are probably, oh, that's being selfish. No, it's not being selfish.
It ain't being selfish, girl. I paid my money to be in Walt Disney World just like she paid her money to be in Walt Disney World. I showed up and I was in my space where I had been. You can't show up 30 minutes after the fact and be in front of me. What kind of sense does that make?
It makes no damn sense. It makes no damn sense.
And I don't blame the kids because the kids are just following instructions from their parents. It's the parents.
But also, like, this was even worse than, like, the daytime parade. Like, the parents are there. Like, you just dropping your kids and you're going to be at the back of this mob. What if something happens?
Right.
What if
you can't see your kids?
Decide to run off and the parade float hits them? Or, I don't know, something else happens. Like, you're going to start blaming people around you. What if somebody
just snatched your kid up?
Right. I'm not responsible for your child. I wasn't going to be responsible for your child. And I wasn't going to have the children sitting at the feet of my mother-in-law.
I wasn't worried about any of that. I was just worried about they weren't supposed to be there.
Anyways.
Now, on top of that,
Mia removed them.
Once the parade started,
it was apeshit. It was madness.
The rest of these people that were in the back started to encroach.
You gonna hit it again?
Yeah. Encroach.
Are you a politician? You're very handsy today.
There were other people that started to encroach. Now, that family that you were talking about that was there where you were scared they were going to take our spot, they had a large group with them. But people started trying to get
in front of them.
And they was like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, it is so insane to me that people feel so entitled and so emboldened that they can just like, yeah, it's fine. Just go up there. Just get in front of those people that have been sitting here for however
it's like,
long.
I showed up late, so what? I still get a spot. It's like people at my job. Like, oh, can you call me back in 3 hours? No, bitch, you set up this appointment for this hour. Why the fuck am I calling you 3 hours later? I got shit to do.
No, you just waiting around for.
You are my only responsibility today. And just like put it back to these people. Like, show up on time. You know what time the parade is. If you can't make the 7 o'clock, then maybe you need to show up for the 8 o'clock.
Or maybe you don't need to see the parade at all then if you can't be there on time.
Thank you.
I'm just saying. Or watch it on YouTube. I don't know.
Anyways, it was pandemonium even. Everybody was like tripping over this motherfucking rope.
That was the funniest thing to me because Mia explained to us what to do once the parade was over. Now, the Johnny-come-latelys that weren't there when she made those instructions decided, the parade is over. I'm going to jump over this rope. I saw 2 or 3 people almost break their damn neck because they couldn't get over this rope.
And then people were like pushing to get forward, which I think pissed off the other family that was next to us because they had smaller children that were sitting on the ground and they're trying to get them up and put them in their strollers. And then I think somebody hit your brother a
They
couple
did.
times.
They hit him the first time and they didn't say anything. And when they hit him the second time, then he raised his voice at them. And then everybody got real quiet.
Everybody got really quiet. And I said, you messed with the wrong person today.
I'm just saying, like, people in general, it's not just theme parks.
This is our theory with kids in public spaces. Y'all think that going in a public space with your children means it is a free playground for them. That they don't need to be watched, that everybody else will be concerned about your children. And that's not reality. Mm-mm. In a public space, you should probably watch your child more and make sure you put some discipline on them when they're out there in public. It is not a wild zoo where you just let them go out rampant, running around. Even at the zoo, we separate animals because if not, they would kill each other.
And it's not cute.
It's not cute.
It's not cute.
It's not cute. I hate when a child, sometimes it's fine, but children just running around everywhere and then they slam into and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, why the fuck, first of all, you got a stroller, the child isn't in the stroller, and then he running around, she running around, they running around, slamming into people. Like, when I was growing up, like, there's a lot of things that I really don't appreciate growing up in terms of discipline, but that is one thing my mom always put into me. Like, you need to watch where you're going, you need to stay next to me, and you don't need to be running off and running into people.
Same.
That is something I learned and always stayed with me as I grew up. Now, I may sound like an old man now. I'm 42. I just turned 42. But I look fabulous, don't I? That's something my mom always instilled, and my dad. Like, it's like, when you're in public, that is the closest you should be to your family.
And you should act right.
And act right. Like, I don't understand.
We do sound like old men, though. But that's fine. Just watch your kids.
Watch your motherfucking... You had them. Watch them. I mean, you made a conscious decision to have it. Yeah. It is not my responsibility to give a damn about them. I'm sorry.
Won't someone please think of the children?
Fuck them kids. I'm not a kid hater, y'all. I'm sorry. If you got kids and you're listening to us, it's just today's parent is very different from the yesteryear's parents. And I'm not saying that whooping them and beating them, probably like we got growing up, is the thing. Just show them some discipline of how to act in public.
And how to be respectful, because a lot of them are so disrespectful.
Please and thank you. Like, simple things. Like, I think I ran into one very polite child at Disney. I think he ran into, and he was like, I'm sorry. And I was just like, well, holy shit. I just looked at him and said, you're okay. Because I was like, oh my God, somebody taught this child some manners. Yes, he was a little bit off course. And I think kids always go a little bit off course sometimes, but consistently off course everywhere. Like, I saw kids just running up and down. And the parents are like, oh my God, that's so cute. I'm like, it's not cute. It's not cute. And then you got triple wide strollers. You got these big old wagons riding around the Magic Kingdom. And it's like, why aren't they in there? Watch your kids. That's all I got to say.
I think that's going to bring us to the end.
It's going to bring, what did you say it was called?
Rants and Rambles.
Rants and Rambles. We might continue this Rants and Rambles into the next episode.
We had other things we wanted to rant about today, but we can get to them.
We'll get to it. We're trying to commit to our under the hour episodes.
Thank you so much for joining us again.
Yes, please like, share, subscribe, send it out to your friends, social platform,
families, enemies.
We're trying not to be super political this year, so maybe that'll bring some new audience members. I'm not saying we ain't gonna talk about it.
Listen,
it is an election.
The way this current, no, I won't even say administration. The way this country is currently, every day something new is happening. Like, it's impossible to keep up.
We shouldn't have this much breaking news.
We shouldn't.
Or a first.
We'll get to that mess another episode. But thank you so much for joining us for this one. 105. Stick with us. We still have a few growing pains to get through, but we are trying to make a quality podcast product.
Show.
Show. Sorry. Show.
The Manny and Shawn Experience show.
Speaking of shows, future episodes, we will be talking about some shows that we're watching.
Yeah, what are your favorite shows that you're watching?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know in the comments below.
Because maybe we can talk about those as well if it's something that we watched.
Or DM us. And where can they DM us?
They can DM us on Instagram. You can find us by using MASXP23. And we will come up on all of your major social media platforms.
Let me always correct Shawn that we are only on Instagram and TikTok.
Ain't they the major ones?
YouTube.
And Instagram.
That is true. They are the only important ones.
X doesn't exist for us.
No.
But yes, you can follow us on those. You can also DM us. You can email us at mannyandsean@gmail.com.
Also, if you have a show idea, a confession you want us to share and talk about, or you need any advice, you can find our link in our Instagram and TikTok pages to our link tree. There is an anonymous submission link. Go there and submit, and we will chat it out on one of the episodes.
Yes. Thank you again for joining us. And as we say here,
do something good for yourself.
And then do something good for someone else.
Only if they're nice and watching their children. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. Thanks for joining us. We hope you're well. Stay safe out there. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world.
We'll see you on the next
one. Bye-bye.
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 So long. Farewell.
Adios and good night.
Good night.